What does it really mean to change the world? Well, it means to change the human being, to improve the human heart, to change the human being as it is. Is this possible? Yes, of course it is. So this is a question that we absolutely should ask ourselves, and we should also answer this question, and we should even find the right solution for how to achieve it. How can we achieve a better humanity? How can we achieve a better world? Well, through insight, of course, through insight and knowledge about the human program, through a perfect insight, through a real true education about how we live within the human program, which means within the human brain and nervous system, within our own interpretation machine, within our own projection machine. We need to find out how we create our own projections. We need to find out how it is that the human mind works. And I have explained that 100 times already on this channel. There are 100 videos that explains this through my point of view. But nevertheless, it is my solution to it. Through a perfect insight, it is possible to get a real education that will provide a better humanity. It will provide a better world. It will provide a better social culture within global world society. So we really should ask ourselves this question again and again until the world becomes a little bit better. Because, as we already know, the show will go on whether we improve it or not, so why not improve it? What does it mean to change the world? Well, it means to change the human being. Is that possible? Yes, of course it is. It's very possible to change the human being, so it is also possible to change the world. And who in their right minds would not like to change the world? Because we see what kind of a world that we're living in. You know, it's raining bombs, it's raining bullets. And if it doesn't rain bombs or bullets, it rains toxicity and control and censorship. So, yes, of course, we want to change the world, or at least some of us wants to change the world. But can we change the world order? Yes, of course we can do that too, but that takes a little bit more than just change the human being. Or actually, no. If we could change the human being, then we would change slowly the world order as well. It would just take a little bit more time than to change the human being. What would it take to change the human being? Well, only insight can change the human being. Only the recognition of what we are within the human program is that which can do that. We have to understand our own interpretation machine. We must understand why we are as we are. And we are as we are because of that which is controlling our interpretation machine. The human program is the way that the human brain works. The human program is the interaction between the nervous system and the brain, and that is what which is creating our mind as well, because everything that lies within our deep brain system creates and constitutes our mind or our mindsets, our fears, our projections, how we project things. Our interpretation machine feeds and controls the projection machine. Of course, we all know that. So we have had some great people in humanity. We have had the Buddha. We have had Jesus Christ. To have Christ consciousness means to be free from everything that binds us within the human program. To have Christ consciousness means to have access to the freedom that comes with true self. And true self is that in us which is without the psychological self. The true self is the heart self, the heart self that we all have, the freedom self, the love self, the understanding self. But we're living in a world order, in a system where we are fed the belief that we have to be selfish. We have to be selfish, we have to be opportunistic, we have to be a little bit parasitic in order to make it in this world. And with this paradigm, we cannot change the world. With this paradigm, we cannot change the human being, because if we are supposed to be selfish and opportunistic and parasitic, then the kingdom of God, the true world, cannot come to be. So we have to see that which we would like to be, if we had the freedom to really be that which we can be, according to the true self, according to Christ consciousness. And a way to Christ consciousness is, of course, also to get rid of all the stuff that we can get rid of through the insights that are delivered to us through Buddhist philosophy, or through the ancient Hindu philosophy, or through the scientific knowledge about neurocircuitry, neuroscience. Everything is available to us. If we had a leadership in this world who was interested in education about the human being, if we had a leadership in this world who was interested in educating humanity to a full degree, to a full extent, then we could have a great world. We could really save the world. We could become a great, not only a great human being, we could become a great humanity. We could have a global world society that we could really be proud of, because it was beautiful, good, it had a good heart, it had good intentions, and it allowed the interaction that we need. We need a smooth interaction, we need a flexible interaction, we need a tolerant interaction. But because of all the prejudices that comes with the unenlightened human brain within a human program that has no self-awareness, this is very difficult to achieve. But yes, it is possible to save the world, it is possible to change the world, and it is possible to create or to let into being a perfect human being. We can give birth to a real humanity. We can give birth to a true human being if we want. But we need the world order to accept our attempts for improvement. As I said before, we should improve the show. We have to improve the show. We cannot change everything in this world, but we can improve the show. And a way to improve the show, that is, of course, destined to die and collapse, because everything in this world is destined to die and to collapse. That's just the way it is. Everything that comes into being must pass away. But you get my point. All of this is possible. We just need some people within some of the institutions within the established world order that appreciates a true and sincere attempt for true and real education. And true and real education is to understand the human program and how we can develop the best kind of humanity within it. And that is possible for us. It's possible to achieve it, but we cannot truly expect it because of the forces in the world order who are not very willing to let that happen. But we should still be fighting for truth. We should still be fighting for beauty. We should still be fighting for the good, giving focus and attention to that, which really can make us into an excellent kind of a planet. We can become a great humanity if we want. Thank you.